What's going on, people? I am Swerver, and yes, we have another one. I have the panel with me here today. We're going to start with Miss Coco Love.
Hey, you guys.
Sure, this will be great.
Hello, people.
My guy E with me,
What's going on, everybody?
and I guess I'll start today. So did you guys hear about the whole thing about Amazon creating this new software for Alexa to be able to speak to you in a deceased family member's voice?
Oh, that's weird. No.
I've I seen a little bit about it, but that is weird. I don't know about that.
So there's not like a lot of details about it right now, but I just know that there's something that they're trying to do to make a thing. And when I first saw it, I was kind of like in disbelief because I didn't know what to think about that. Because I'm thinking if I heard someone that I know that is gone on, I'm not quite sure if I would feel, at ease about that. I mean, I think for me personally, when it comes to a close as it pertains to life and the people that I love, and when they transition on, I think that's kind of it for me. I don't know if I want to relive that. Now, I can see how it kind of could be okay for some people, but for my mental, I just couldn't handle it. So I guess for you guys, like, what are y'all thinking? Could you handle that? I mean, would you be okay with hearing grandma that passed away 10, 20 years ago, granddad, whoever, deceased friend or whatever? Would you be okay with that? Could you handle that?
I don't know.
Mm.
Like on the one hand, I feel like I could be, and depending upon who it is, I guess. But I don't know it because sometimes that I don't have I have a I forgot what it's called, but like I have a little Google thing. I forgot what it's called, but and you can just say hey Google or whatever, and it'll come on and it'll you can ask a question or whatever, and sometimes that thing like will just start talking by itself. Like I won't say anything to it. I haven't done anything, and it'll just start talking, and it scares you because you're just like, I'm sorry, what? So if that were to happen and it's a deceased person and I ain't said nothing to you, yeah, that would creep me out a little bit. So I think I don't know. It kind of depends for me.
For me, no thanks. It's just yeah, it's just kind of weird for me. And I'll keep my memories of the person. I mean, I do feel they still their spirit is still here somewhere. And I'll be okay with that. But just having the voice talking to me. And then like you mentioned, Coco, if it just starts talking by itself, I'm gonna have to throw it away.
Yep, gotta
So
go. Gotta go.
yeah. Yeah. So no for me.
I feel like in a way it could make it to where you can never get over the person's death, and I mean, that might be extreme, but if you always constantly like you hearing their voice and everything, I mean, yeah, it can give you comfort if they if they first died and everything like that, but I don't know. Eventually, I just feel like I don't know. Just let it be. Let people rest. I just feel like that's a little too much. And plus, that's just weird. Like let's just call it what it is. That's just weird. Like you over here.
Yeah.
What did you got guests in the house or whatever? You got somebody over the crib and stuff like that, and then you talking to Alexa or whatever, and the person hear their voice and they was like, hey, what sound familiar? And let me, oh yeah. I programmed on that Alexa. Now you just got folks just looking at you crazy.
They're already making
Uh,
plans to go on have you committed.
right. They over here trying to already. Well, I'm gonna slide on out. I thought you
Right.
gonna stay. I thought you gonna stay for a minute. No. I got something I gotta go do. Nick Cannon about to have another kid. That's pretty much all I got.
All that.
Father Abraham did struck again. He,
So what number is this?
I don't know. Yeah, probably what 15. No,
I think
for
it's
real.
eight.
Yeah, it's eight and counting.
Oh,
And
wow.
I do mean counting. And I guess the lady the newest one. I don't know how to say that, but the newest one, the most recent one right now, as that we know of. I guess she kind of explained how they work, and I guess basically it seems like they kind of, I guess they go through his secretary and everything, and they just they schedule appointments. That's how she described it. Like they basically they'll schedule appointments and stuff, and
Hold on, hold
Good.
on, hold on, hold
Schedule
on.
like
Yeah.
appointments with him, or like if the baby has an appointment to let him know that the baby has an appointment or something like that. Like what?
Oh no. Oh no. What she said, they schedule appointments with him for him. They schedule
What
appointments.
is going on over there?
And when she was describing it, the more she described it, the more I realized that it's a business arrangement. Because I couldn't understand for the life of me, what the women, why the women keep going along with it. But it's a business arrangement. But yeah, they'll put it on the calendar. If it's they do say, for important events and stuff, they do say he come and everything like that and stuff. But yeah, it's very so much a business.
Well, I don't know, because I mean, the thing of it is, it seems like these women, it's not like they don't seem to be like looking for attention. I mean, I don't see anything about them on a regular basis, on the Shade Room or anything, at least not yet. On the Shade Room or anything like that. They just seem like they have their baby and they go.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now I did see that he just got okay, I don't know which child's mother she is, but he already has a
Don't
child
nobody know.
with one woman, and that woman also is expecting another child. So he has what they call them ghetto twins coming. He has two kids on the way, I think, right now. Like when he
Yeah.
meets these women, like, is it just understood from the jump? Like, I mean, do they date for a while? Is it organic type of situation? Like,
Ain't no dating, but dog.
I have
I
so many
just say it doesn't
questions.
even sound like they're dating
He-
if they got to go through the secretary.
Well, I took that. I thought he meant like they go to the secretary to schedule time for him to see the baby, like after the baby gets here. Child, I ain't know it was. Oh, okay, never mind.
I mean, you
don't
gotta
know.
think. I mean, eight kids. I mean, you gotta. He already got these different businesses. I mean, you can't just. You thought you just gonna just have. I'm just gonna just come over all willing nilly. Like, you gotta set up the appointment. I might be
That's
with
crazy.
kid number 1 through 7. I mean, you gotta, help me help you.
I would love to understand his thought process, like just with all of this. I don't. I
I'm
have so many
curious
questions.
about that too. I'm curious about the women, their thought process as well. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I guess they just thinking they're gonna have a baby that's gonna be taken care of. I guess.
I guess so. I guess a lot of them like, okay, I get a baby and I get a check, but I don't know. I don't know.
The street saying he the reason why this formula shortage.
Yeah, they said him. What is
And Kiki Wyatt?
Yeah,
The reason why we hit him up. They got all the formula. A mess.
Future.
Shoot,
Yeah.
they might
All
as well
the
him and Kiki might well collab at this point.
Wow. Well, just completely different turn here. So I saw the other day that Biden, I think it's yesterday I saw this actually, signed a gun bill into law. So I thought that, like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh wow, what is this about? So basically, it says that the bill is the most, and this is New York Times, by the way, that I'm getting this from, but it basically says that the bill is the most significant gun measure to clear Congress in nearly 3 decades. So basically what it's going to do is it's going to make there be for the background check situation that most people have to go through when they first get a gun, it's going to like kind of expand that. So for anybody that's under the age of 21, so it gives the like authorities or whatever like an extra 10 business days to like examine like any type of juvenile or mental health records. And I guess if they see anything that is kind of like alarming or raises a red flag at that point, then they'll go from there. I think it says that they also look at drug courts and things like that. And then they'll determine if you are too dangerous to even have a gun. And then they'll kind of go from there or whatever. So when I saw that, I thought this was great. And this is in response to obviously all of the mass shootings, but more recently, like it states in the article as well, more recently, the mass shooting that happened in Uvalde where the children and those school teachers were lost. So I think this is great. I don't think this will hurt anything. I think this will hopefully be a big help, to step in the right direction to like actually protect people and protect children as well. So I think it's needed. What do y'all think?
Absolutely, I agree.
Oh, definitely.
I don't know. The reason I'm saying that is because if it's a criminal, I always believe this. If it's a criminal, it's a criminal. And I don't think that most people that are committing these crimes, I mean, some of them are, obviously we know that, but most of them are not going into the stores and buying these guns legally anyway. A lot of them are purchasing these guns and these weapons off the street. So I do think it's a great step, as you said. I do think it's a good idea, but I think it goes a lot further because, again, they're not really purchasing from stores. They're getting off the streets.
And I guess that's the next thing they have to tackle too as well. But yeah, I think it definitely speaks to some of those people that we know that have committed crimes or whatever, like mass shootings and stuff. And they first thing they say is, "Oh, he showed signs of mental illness as a child." Like you always see that, and it's like, well, where was anybody's antennas when he ordered this gun offline or whatever? So yeah, so like you said, yeah, definitely a step in the right direction.
At least they're trying to do something, you know. I don't know if it's necessarily the right decision or a wrong decision, but something needed to happen, you know.
Well, back to celebrity news. I know you all have heard the term by those old men back in the day. Girl, you look so good, I drink your bath water. I'm sure y'all remember.
Yeah.
Well, apparently shifting gears to 2022, women are looking so good that men are willing to drink urine. So, according to Kevin Gates, Mr. I Don't Get Tired, in his new freestyle Super General, he mentioned Beyonce. He mentioned he wanted to have sex with Beyonce. He wanted Beyonce to urinate on his penis. And he also followed it up with an interview with saying that how beautiful Beyonce is and he would drink her urine. So, yeah. And not to mention in that freestyle rap prior to him saying what he wanted to do to Beyonce, he said, "No disrespect, Jay-Z."
So it's very disrespectful.
Yes.
Right.
So they saying that just takes away the disrespect. And it does not. Yeah, matter of fact, it lets me know that you're about to disrespect me, actually, is what it does.
Right. And so it's like, even though, you know, when you're in a public, you know, you're a public figure, yeah, people, you subjected to a lot of comments and stuff like that. But this is just too far. You know, this is too much. Knowing that, and he mentioned that he knows Jay-Z or whatever. So to go in the song and in an interview and say that about somebody's wife, that's crazy to me.
Yeah. First of all, it's gross.
Yeah.
Start there. It's nasty. And I mean, you can be attracted to her or whatever. There's a lot of people that are, but it's just certain. I mean, that's something that he could have said to his homeboys that also think like him or whatever, but that's not something. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I guess it's rap, it's creativity or whatever, how you want to look at it. So some people are going to say differently, but it is disrespectful. I mean, just because you put no disrespect in front of it, it's definitely disrespectful. And I don't think it should have been said. I mean, he said some things about other people too. He also said something about Nicki Minaj, and I guess I'm more so looking at the fact that these are married women that you're talking about, and you talking about what you want to do, and very graphic. So yeah, he was tripping.
I knew something was wrong with him when he was walking around with that feather. So it really don't surprise me.
The what?
I don't know if he had a feather earring or he had some type of feather. He done plucked somebody's bird. I don't know what Oscar he done ran up on. But he had somebody, the road runner, I don't know, somebody, but he got somebody's feather on him. It was connected to his hair or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. He always been, but you know, Kevin Gates kind of always says some off the wall stuff. He a little different.
I'm gonna go ahead and agree with that too. I don't want anyone sharing anywhere around me, let alone in my mouth. So I'm not quite sure where these different fetishes that he comes up with come from. Not really into it myself. But hey, to each his own. And yes, I agree with you guys 100% about the disrespect.
I didn't listen to the entire, I just heard that little part about Beyonce, but I did see an article where they mentioned that she had cheated on him. And I've seen other things saying supposedly it was the trainer that she cheated on him with.
You don't know what these people got going on. And sometimes you can be doing stuff so long that it becomes, I guess, normal or regular to you. And then, so when you say it, sometimes you may realize that other people may not think the same way, or they may think it's kind of taboo or weird. But apparently he thinks there's nothing wrong with having a little booty, urine, and everything else from time to time. And I just don't understand it. It's outside of my scope of understanding.
Them sheets going straight in the wash when we poop with bro. I don't know what type of time he on. He beyond demon time. I don't know. You walk in there, you don't know what the hell is going on in that room. Well, it smelling like dusty.
All right. Well, once again, we've come to the end of this episode. I want to thank everyone so much for listening to us today. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I'm Swaybro. This is Opinionated Facts, and along with the panel, I'll talk to you next time. Peace.